I thought I'd do a quick overview of my army because I've gotten some great feedback about them, or comments. Edited me, put it somewhere, and yeah, I'll just do a quick showcase. And also, it's just gonna be a quick one this time because I've just been busy with setting up the studio. As you can see, this is where we're at right now. And yep, and as you saw there, this is our cool box of Indominus, which are doing a midnight launch tomorrow. So if you have your box ordered, feel free to come down to the shop tomorrow. And without further ado, let's look at my army. So this is my army, and let's start with the first thing I've painted, the Breacher team, especially this guy. So as you can see, this was donated to me, or the entire team was donated to me, and this was the first Tau miniature I painted. And since it was donated to me from my mate, I tested the color schemes and stuff like that, and you can see that, yeah, the color is a bit different from what I've done, and it is a bit thick. Not because I did my paints, because I just painted over the original color scheme just to test colors and stuff. And yeah, I'm happy in some aspects and not happy with some different aspects. And as you can see, my army has changed for the better. And so for this one, I strip it and repainted it, so that's why the paints are thinner. But if you look closely, the helmet's kind of melted, the backpack is kind of a little bit wonky, and the shoulder pad especially, you can't see the Vicar symbol anymore. And that's because big brain me was like, oh, I watched the first stripping video and it was used brake fluid, and clearly brake fluid's a little bit abrasive to the miniature. So yeah, my bad. But now I strip my stuff with isopropyl alcohol or methylated spirits anyway, so that gets rid of that problem. But some of them were so stripped so you couldn't save anything. So from here, I've used the backpacks from the Fire Warrior kit, you know, yeah, the Fire Warrior kit, just to replace them with the helmet for some of them also. So that's why this guy looks much better compared to the previous guy. So yeah, the second infantry related unit I've painted were my Pathfinders. So here's the Chazray. Turned out really good. So yeah, so when I got into 40k, I started in 7th edition, and you had to pay 1 extra point to get a sergeant unit, or in the Tau army, the Chazray. So to scheme on points depending on my list, I magnetize his head so that you can swap him out for just your generic dude. So that his head comes off, and you can put on the generic dude head. It can get, and you can swap him out for your generic dude head. There we go. And yeah, so now is your generic dude doing your do that thing. But it's kind of dumb because he has the backpack antenna, which the regular Pathfinders just don't have, which indicates him as a Chazray, or Chazangui, sorry. Yeah, so that was pretty dumb, but you know, it's cool, it's cool. The next infantry squad I painted were the Fire Warriors, or Strike Team, if GW wants you to call them, and he turns out pretty well. Same color scheme and everything. And I forgot to point out, but yeah, I did the color separation for the shoulders because it's nice color separation, and it looks really cool. So yeah. Now for my elite choice, the stealth suits, and this is my Chazray, and he's pretty cool. He has the cloaking effect, as you can see, which is very fun because, you know, stealth suits are cool and all. And also, same thing as I did before, I made it so that his head comes off, because in 7th edition, you can swap between, you know, your sergeant units and your infantry units, because yeah, so to save points, that's what I did. And also because as a weapon option, you can either take fusion blasters or burst cannons, and that's why I modeled it so that you can swap them out. And when you swap them out, bam, magnetize. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And also, I have this guy if you want to see him, like what if they look full colored in my color scheme. So this one doesn't have the cloaking effect. And ooh, why not make it mostly cloak? You know, just cheating. I'm basically cheating because it's mostly gray. And for the gray, I use like the texture paints for the earth. So it has that textured effect, which looks really cool, but I think it kind of overdoes it. So might not stick with it for my next batch of stealth suits. And for my second elite choice are crisis suits. I'm really happy with how they turned out, and a mandatory thing for my army is that all the suits, or any of the suits that have decent posability while modeling, have to do a dynamic pose and not get out of my army. There's just no point for you to be here. And the cool thing with these suits is that they have 3 magnets in each of them. So one on the left arm and one on the right arm, and usually one on the extra top, because you can see the magnets right there. So you can like put 3 different weapon options on them. And this is the Shazray, and he has extra points there and there. So he has 4 magnet points, unlike the other 2 crisis suits. And he's done that way just if I need a placeholder commander. He has 4 hard points, so you can do extra stuff with him. And yeah, there you go. Cool pose. Slide into battle. And for the third elite choice is my Ghost Kill. So he's pretty cool, he's pretty fun. He's a cool model, I think, and I did the stealth effect also, as you can see. It goes all the way around. Like, it's very cool energy and stuff like that. And he does a dynamic pose where he's just sliding into battle, or reacting to a shot, being shot at him, depending on how you want to call it. But it's kind of unfortunate that the cork base is starting to get damaged. I should have used super glue, but you know, when I was starting out, I didn't really know how to do stuff, so And it's cool because his weapon is also magnetized, so it's a secondary weapon, so you can get your different weapon options and stuff. And the cool thing is, I really like this model because of the cockpit that it comes with. So they see the pilots in there piloting it. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And of course, your Ghost Kill are accompanied with your
I can't believe you've done this.
Take 2. So this is the stealth drone, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. Comes with the Ghost Kill. That's a mandatory unit, and I think I've done a pretty good job with the color scheme, especially the lens. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but like it's a little bit of a glowy effect, but I don't do the best job with my lenses. And for my second Ghost Kill, it's also really cool. So this is my baby, my pride and joy. He's doing a cool Titanfall box art pose, pilot coming out and doing his thing. And what's that? Lights, because I wired it, because why the hell not? So that's cool. I have the water effects on the base and a little bit of like pink grass and shrubbery, because that looks cool. And yeah, it was really fun to LED or light this guy up, because I had to put the 2 LEDs in the chassis and put the wiring all through this one feet. Oh wait, I think it's that feet. It's either this feet or that feet, and I'm pretty sure it's the left feet, because I remember it was a pain to get it done, but the payoff was really cool, because look at that glowing effect. The cockpit looks so cool, and I'm very happy with that. And as a cheat, my stealth drones are stealthed for that Ghost Kill, so just, you know, gray with the environment and just a dry brush or a wash then a dry brush because I'm lazy, haha. Now for my fast attacks, yo, you know it, the drone, your boy, the thing that irks everyone against a Tau player. And also, you know, I have my gun drones, but they're not only gun drones because I haven't glued them yet. Let me see if I can get it off. That one's a bit tight. And what I've done with my drones is that I didn't glue the gun to the drone itself, so that you can swap them out for shield drones and gun drones whenever you want to build your list. So it's very flexible and I'm very happy about that. For my heavy support, I have the broadside, and he turned out really cool. I really love the twin link rail rifle, or heavy rail rifle. There we go, that's the name. And yeah, as like my entire army, everything is magnetized. So if you place him down, you can swap out the smart missiles for you know, the twin link plasma rifle, and you can swap out the entire army unit for high yield missile pods, because why not? And there you go, bam. That way you're pretty good. And I also done it so that you can have the option to, you know, equip a seeker missile if you want to. It's pretty expensive, but it's pretty cool to have. And right now he is a Shaz Wii, and if you need him to be a Shaz Ray, you can switch him out, because 7th edition, I was building this for 7th edition when I did it, but still pretty cool. He whoa, look at that articulation, whoa, but oh, whoa, articulation. But yeah, personally I think I had got too much orange on him and it breaks the color scheme, because yeah, I'm going for that Unit 1 color scheme, so yeah, just nah. And right now for your boy, your Ethereal, the mastermind behind everyone. And you can be like, oh wait a minute, that's not an Ethereal model. Yes, it's not. It's custom made because I didn't want to buy a start collecting box for Tau just for the Ethereal when I was starting up my army. So I just kit bashed this guy. So he's using the leg from a Devilfish spotter. I don't know if you know the vehicle, but basically there's like a guy that pops out at the back of the Tau transport, and that's his leg and that's his body. The arm, I had to like kit bash a few things. I think it's a Pathfinder arm, and this was really interesting. For this arm, I had to drill a hole through it to put this pole, or the honor blade, and this pole is actually a flag carrier, and at the end it's like I think I got like a round bit. I don't remember where I got it from. And this blade it's actually just a fin from a broadside, so that turned out pretty well. And the cloak he's wearing is actually molded out of green stuff. I'm not the best at sculpting, but I think it turned out pretty well. Came out pretty nice. And the face, yeah, it's cool and all. Just got like a random fire warrior face, or head, head, and he looks pretty good. Yeah, the only thing he's missing as an Ethereal is the little crystal in between his forehead, because since that's a fire warrior head, they don't really have that. So yeah. And finally, the Cold Star battlesuit. He looks really cool with his dynamic pose, making an entrance into battle. Woohoo! And yeah, there we go. You can see the the lenses on his head right now when they can be lighting in correctly. And he has, you know, 4 magnets in him for 4 attachment points. So there's one on his forearm, one on his left forearm, and one on his right forearm. There's a magnet there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a really hard to pinpoint. and obviously another magnet to hold that missile pod in place right there. And he's doing a cool dynamic entrance. And for you Gundam fans out there, yes, that is the Strike IWSP's pose. Like, you know, the one with the Gatling gun, the upgrade pack. Looks really cool. I just went with it because it needs to do dynamic pose or get out of my army. So there it is, my entire painted army that I currently own and have. Oops, there we go. And yeah. And obviously I carry all my weapons and stuff here, so I got all my... But look at that, that's just a Tyranid thing. It's not important and not important. But yeah, my flame, all the weapons are here. I carry them like this, so it keeps everything sorted during play and stuff. So that's my Tower army. I hope you found that showcase interesting, even though Tower isn't the most interesting thing right now, because Indominus over my shoulder, coming out tomorrow. So if you found this video enjoyable, click the like button. If you didn't enjoy the video, hit the dislike button. And feel free to leave a comment, because we read all comments. And thank you for watching the video, and see you next time.